I'd see him sitting on that couch all day long, just staring at that Hollywood hogwash.
Our favorite show was Hollywood Hogwash.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Hollywood Hogwash. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano and Aaron Rosa. It's a special Super Bowl edition. Not really. This comes out after the Super Bowl, but we're recording before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because we want to be in high spirits.
Oh.
Because after the Super Bowl, we're all going to be like, well, that sucked, right? I mean, that team won, and, you know.
Yep. 29-26. Put it in the books.
Yeah?
Chiefs.
So you have 9-6 in the squares then?
No,
In the
I
Super
keep
Bowl
refreshing.
squares?
It won't. If Dad hasn't released it yet. I guess he has.
He has.
Oh,
It's out now. Okay. I don't have a good. I have 0 and 9. That's not happening. What the fuck?
three
I think
field
I
goals.
got the one right next to you. So
You have 0 and 7. You lucky fuck.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Congratulations on your win, asshole.
All right.
Great. At least you get some joy out of this shitty game.
Well, yeah.
Shout out to our Chiefs and Eagles fans, by the way. I'm sure you're nice people, but the majority of your fan base is trash. So.
I'm hoping all
But
of
some
you...
of the Jets, you know.
I have
hoping-
0-3.
Nice.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I really hope all of you listening a few months ago put a money line bet on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because you're going to 6-7x your money. I hope you did that for yourselves, guys.
Right.
I've got all great numbers: 7 and 4, 4 and 4.
Yeah, Dad
Wow.
fucked me. There might be one field goal, but you know what? There's not going to be 3. There's not going to be 3 field goals in this game. And certainly not by one team. One team's going to... Chiefs are going to be up 9-0. I don't think so. There's no fucking way.
10-9.
Yeah,
You're forgetting that.
maybe.
19-20.
It's not going to be
19 to
3.
10.
The Chiefs aren't going to kick 3 field goals.
Yeah, but you're forgetting like sometimes extra points are missed or people go for 2. Like
A
these two
safety,
teams.
sure.
Chiefs-
a safety's probably a
Hold
better
on.
chance. 7 and 2 is probably a better chance than...
Hold on. Hold on. The Chiefs kick field goals all the time.
In the Super Bowl, though?
They have a terrible offense
I
that
know,
can
but-
move
Again,
a
one
bit.
missed extra point, and Butker just missed one. You know, that's 9.
Sure.
That's
all
not,
right,
you know?
sure.
Yeah.
Thanks
A
for giving me.
touchdown and a-
Thanks for giving me hope.
You got it.
fellow Jets fan.
All right.
Bye, Aaron Rodgers.
I am the
Yeah,
worst.
this is not. The people that have been asking for a sports podcast are gonna like this intro, but the
Yeah.
Jets just moved on from Aaron Rodgers, so
Yeah,
there
just
you go.
happened.
Yeah, so he'll be the MVP next season for
the
the
Vikings,
Vikings
probably, yeah.
or the Saints or who knows.
Yeah.
Are we going to do that at some point where we can just scream and lose our minds and be miserable?
Yeah, sure.
Sports podcast.
Whatever you want to do. Yeah.
Sure.
So, all right, before we get to all the stuff we're doing, we're going to be talking Captain America, Brave New World, giving some predictions on that. We've got news and rumors. We've got some trailers to watch. But first, go to patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. We are currently reviewing season 3 of Invincible. Great start already to the show. We all love it. You know, that show.
So violent. It's so
Yes.
wonderfully violent.
It is. And the comedy in the show is really good, you know. So we love it. If you haven't watched it, go check it out and watch it with us at patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. After Invincible, we're going to be getting into Daredevil.
Yes.
Born Again. That looks great. The trailer looks awesome. After
yes.
that, Last of Us season 2. Holy fuck.
Fuck yes.
So we have a lot on our plates. So yeah, patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. Okay, so Captain America Brave New World
Yep.
comes out this Friday, Thursday, you know,
Hold
wherever
on.
you are in the country.
Joe.
Yes.
You're going to like this.
Okay.
Prediction.
Pain. Guys, I'm gonna.
What
I'm gonna,
kind of pain? Like it's oh fuck, that sucked.
I'm putting this out there. I think it's gonna be good. I think we're
Yeah?
gonna be like, we're expecting it to be so bad. Hold on.
You fucking mark!
Too late. I think our expectations are so low. I think we're gonna come out of it going, okay.
Oh, if it's like serviceable, I will be thrilled.
Yes.
And I
If
think
it's like,
it'll
you
be
know
that.
what? That was good. It was like a 6 or a 7.
But you have to
Yeah.
understand, I'm a Hulk mark.
So am
like,
I,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Yeah. So like, we still have a Hulk.
All you need for Joe and I, and probably Aaron, I would assume, for us to be like, you know what? Great ending is if Mark Ruffalo says it shows up and he's like, and then he hulks up and you think it's going to be Smart Hulk, but it's like, no. I knew that pussy couldn't beat Harrison Ford Hulk.
Yes.
I got to be OG Hulk. Rah! You know, like that would be amazing.
If they have
Damn it, Andrew.
if they have a mediocre if they have a mediocre movie and that's the end,
Yeah.
I'll be happy.
Right.
Yes.
A great
Absolutely.
ending can save a movie.
We just need hope moving forward for
Yeah.
Marvel. That's really all we need. Hey, MCU, are we back?
Yeah.
Right? This is a Captain America movie. I know it's not Chris Evans, and I love him.
Yeah.
But you know what? The new Captain America is not bad. He can fly. There's things that he can do that Captain Chris Evans couldn't do.
They also
And Hulk.
there's also a chance where like Harrison Ford, Red Hulk escapes because how is Anthony Mackie going to defeat him and put him? You're under arrest. You know, like how's that going to work?
There's no way.
So there's a chance that like Harrison Ford just bails. He's like, rah, and he runs away somewhere, and then like either at the very end for like a cliffhanger or a mid-credit scene where like they get Mark Ruffalo and he's like, all right, I'll help. You know,
Here's my biggest prediction. The fight scene that we've seen is in the middle of the movie.
I hope so.
And then there's so much more they haven't shown us. If they truly have their fastball back, we haven't seen half this movie yet in the trailer.
God, I hope so.
I really hope so. I want
Because if you look at the arc of the trailer, you're like, well, if this is the whole movie, how much is there to really do in this movie? Do we know the runtime yet?
It's like 2 hours, I think.
Yeah, right.
It's like
right
not,
at two?
It's like 118, I think.
118.
No.
Like right under 2 hours, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He sounds pretty
Like
confident.
158, you mean?
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
Not
118.
118 minutes.
My
No,
bad.
118 minutes.
Yes.
That's what you're
Yes.
saying.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
hour 58,
Yeah.
118 minutes.
That would be
yes.
that would be a perfect length. Yeah, that'd be good. So
Here, my prediction for this, I think they did some course correction with the Doomsday thing and getting Robert Downey Jr. back.
Yeah.
But I think this is going to be like, it was too late to fix this one.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, let's just do the best we can with this. We'll reshoot the fuck out of it. Let's just try and polish the turd a little bit.
Yeah.
And just get us to Doomsday.
what's the next movie after this?
Thunderbolts.
But that'll be a standalone, I'm guessing, outside of mid-credit scenes.
Yeah, sure.
What's after that?
Fantastic Four.
That's set in the past.
Yeah.
Or a different universe.
That's-
Next
yeah.
one after that?
Doomsday.
I would imagine.
As of right now, it's Doomsday.
I would imagine
So a year.
Fantastic Four is going to play big time into Doomsday.
I think so as
would
well
think.
because they're,
Oh, yeah, I get that.
Doctor Doom is
But-
their foe.
Their guy, yeah.
So-
Interesting. Yeah.
So all right, is Mark Ruffalo in it? Yes or no? What do you think?
Has to be.
He has to be. So yes?
All right, does mid-credit scene count?
No. No.
Yes.
You think yes, Aaron?
I'm being hopeful as fuck here.
Because it's so obvious, I'm going to say no.
I'm gonna say no as well.
Obvious. I don't think it's that obvious.
Is he the
Because-
Hulk?
because-
Is he the Hulk in it?
Why would he be in it? It's a whole
Well,
movie.
you know.
It was
Well, I'm saying like that. The very end could be like, oh, we got to get someone bigger, and then Mark Ruffalo, and then credits.
He goes, I might have an idea. And then it just cuts off before he finishes.
He's like, oh, we're gonna need a bigger Hulk.
I'm just saying how many
No, we're gonna need dumber Hulks. And then Mark Ruffalo, hey guys.
He broke out. He broke out. Like the Beatles broke out. What?
Exactly.
Hopefully, Red Hulk kills his son in the first. Just breaks
This
his
is my
leg.
son, everybody. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Yeah, that didn't happen.
There's no way they go back to that, right? Is She-Hulk canon? It's gotta be, right?
No,
Oh,
I
he's-
don't think so.
Really?
It's not canon in the Daredevil
Mark
show.
Ruffalo is in
They're
it.
like, we're not even going to acknowledge that happened.
Yeah.
I don't think they're doing that with her though. I think I've heard that she's going to be in the Doomsday Secret Wars plans.
There's no fucking way. Everyone hated it. Everyone.
Yeah, but if you just take her as a character and let her fight, fuck everything we did, but her character. Like, she's not a bad actress. They just had bad writing. I like that
Right,
actress.
but that's all we've seen. If you all of a sudden see her in a fucking
Yeah.
big Marvel movie, you're gonna immediately fucking just vomit all over the screen.
let me give you an
the
example.
whole theater will be covered in vomit.
Captain Marvel was not a good movie, yet she was good in Endgame. She served her purpose.
That was before. Marvel was after Endgame, though. That's the problem. Damn it. Yeah. You know? And it's not like she wasn't like the best part of Endgame.
No. But her, heroically kind of saving the day.
Yeah.
It was kinda
I mean,
cool.
she could have just put on the fucking glove and killed, but whatever. Saved Tony Stark's life. But,
Okay.
that's.
Is She-Hulk in this movie?
No way.
No.
No way.
No.
I don't think she's in any movie going forward. Yeah. So there's also rumors about Chris Evans returning. Anthony Mackie hinted at it, but I don't think that's happening. That's
As what though?
as Captain America.
Young Captain America
No, they just pull some bullshit and he's back.
or the multi?
But no, I would say definitely not. Not here.
No, it'd be too early for
Secret
that.
War probably.
Yeah, you
Right.
save that
Maybe
for
Doomsday.
For
Yeah.
Doomsday Secret Wars, yeah.
Bucky, will Bucky appear? Because
He's got to.
Thunderbolts is next. Maybe
that's
in a
true.
mid-credit scene. I would say more mid-credit scene.
But Bucky and Captain America were like kind of buds at the end of all of the last stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and then they had the show together.
Yeah,
I would say yes to a mid-credit scene to lead into Thunderbolts.
same. I would say that. I don't think he's gonna be in.
Because if
this.
he's a big part of this movie, it wouldn't make sense to then do Thunderbolts. Is Thunderbolts in this timeline?
yeah,
Like
Yeah.
it's current. It's not like we're
Yes.
going back in time.
well, as far as we know, yeah.
Because Bucky had the fake arm in the trailers,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Also, any X-Men, this is the one where I'm going to say yes, because in the latest trailer, Harrison Ford mentions adamantium.
Adamantium.
He's like, it's
right.
this new thing, we want it. We're the United States, and we're going to get it. So, there's got to be at least one X-Men in this fucking movie.
Hey, Hugh
You
Jackman.
don't think they're doing
Yeah.
next
Hugh Jackman, this is a $5 billion bill. We'd like you to be in. We'd like you to save X-Men. No Holds Barred. What is it called?
No, that should be called No Holds Barred. Yeah, that's the thing. They can't afford Hugh Jackman to be in this unless it's just it's just a brief cameo, like 30 seconds or some shit.
I don't see them burning an X-Men already.
Yeah, but you could burn a low-level X-Men. Like how wasn't Beast in a mid-credit scene for the Marvel movie?
Yes.
But it was mid-credits.
Yes.
So it doesn't count as far as the movie goes. But
Again, all these universes, anything can happen now.
I feel like maybe the adamantium thing is just kind of like an Easter egg to kind of lead to what they're like. This seems
Right.
soon because they just start
What's-
like the Jackman thing. They just kind of started into this.
What's the material that Captain America's shield's made out of Wakanda?
vibranium, right?
So vibranium and adamantium, like, which one's better? Because I feel like there's very similar elements.
It kind of sounds like they're making the point that adamantium is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The direction they're kind
because
of.
in the we know obviously from the popcorn bucket that Red Hulk is ripping that ripping the shield in half.
We don't know shit. But if Thanos could do it, you'd hope a Hulk that's angry and more powerful can do it.
Yeah, he did it with his sword though.
So we know that, these worlds are coming together for sure.
Yes.
Okay. And we don't know what, like, are we reboot? Like, are we going to start introducing X-Men as if we've never had any? Are we dragging them from other universes?
Well, yeah, that.
Probably that.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that Hugh Jackman came back, the expectation. How could you not now? If all of a sudden it's Daniel Radcliffe, we're going to be like, what? What? 20 years of Hugh Jackman, and now, you know what I mean? He's not going to do the next Avengers movie. We all want fucking Deadpool and Wolverine to be in that next Avengers movie. It'd be amazing.
I think they will be.
There's also been rumors floating out there. It's just rumors. It's just talk. But there's been rumors that Henry Cavill might play Wolverine again, potentially in a World War Hulk movie if they get that off the ground.
That'd be cool.
Sure.
So again, this
But
is
Hugh
speculation.
Hugh
but
Jackman needs to remain the main Wolverine, whatever that is.
if they're going to do that, yes, they should.
Like, okay,
Agreed.
Doomsday is coming out next year. Robert Downey Jr. is the villain, at least for that movie. So you need a big, good. You need the biggest star to play the hero, and it's not Tom Holland. I'm sorry, even though he is Spider-Man, he's not on the level of Robert Downey Jr. But you know who is? Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. They are. Those guys are. Yeah, maybe Chris Hemsworth. Not Mark Ruffalo. Sorry, and I love the Hulk, but it's not Mark Ruffalo.
And
He's
they might
on
not
that
be
level.
the most powerful superheroes, but you can't kill them.
Yeah,
Makes it hard to beat someone in a fight that you can't kill.
but that you need a dialogue scene between Downey and Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. That would be amazing.
So this Captain America movie is in current times, right?
Yeah.
Right. So right now in this world. And Tom Holland no one knows who Peter Parker is, but everyone knows who Spider-Man is, right?
No, they reversed all that now
When?
at the end of the movie. Oh, they know who's. Yeah, I thought you meant like his secret identity. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying like, but I don't even think people even know who Peter Parker. Like that name,
right,
no one even
no.
knows what the fuck a Peter Parker
No,
is.
no.
But everyone knows who Spider-Man is.
Right.
Spider-Man has always been associated with Hulk a lot in the comics. Does Spider-Man make an appearance?
Hell no.
No,
No way. In this movie?
because they would have at least hinted that.
Yeah,
they would have
there's no
shown that.
way.
Also, in one little comics moment that happened at one point, after everybody forgot who Peter Parker was, Hulk remembered. Bruce Banner didn't remember, but Hulk remembered.
That's
When
cool.
was that?
That was just in the comics.
Oh, in the comics?
In the comics,
No
yeah.
shit.
So
he's
that-
too dumb to be fooled or something like that.
But
Yeah.
they've never interacted in the MCU.
Never.
No.
So like, there's no way they do that in the movies. There's no way. Not when they've had zero interaction. Hulk's like, I remember Spider-Man. You never met Spider-Man.
But hold on, if Hulk's not in this movie and they just bring Tom Holland in, that you don't have that concern. If Green Hulk's not in this movie at all,
Yeah, I don't
can
think,
reintroduce-
I don't think Spider-Man.
Look,
is gonna be in this.
you know,
that would
you-
be amazing.
here's the thing: you have people sitting around, Marvel executives, and you go, "Look, we show it all and hope that it's got this boom at the box office."
Yeah.
Or we don't show anything, and then people start going, "Oh my god!" and then they rush back to the theater.
Week 2.
Yeah,
Once
like
they
we-
hear Hulk's in it.
or Spider-Man or something
Yeah.
like that. Like then you have that Marvel's back feeling,
Right.
And everyone's rushing to the theater to see it again, tell their friends, "Holy fuck!"
The whole
did you see
Marvel's
it?
back.
to try and stop the 80% week 2 drop
Yes.
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then
yeah.
it goes this, then it goes maybe this again or higher. Then it levels up. They're like, "Oh God, okay, this thing could make a lot of money," and now we're back. And now you have to go see every Marvel movie because you have no fucking idea, like
Yeah.
WWE used to be.
But
But
do
you
you-
got to see every pay per view. You don't know what's going to happen. Now we know what's going to happen.
But do you really think these greedy fucks are patient enough to play a long game hoping for a good week 2? They're just going to want a big pop
I get that.
week 1.
I get that. But if they have smart people come in and go, "We're going to make more money if we do it like this. If we let people know anything can happen in this new phase 12 or whatever we're on."
If they could get someone
That's-
to listen to people like that,
I know.
sure,
No,
yeah.
look, it's a
Yeah.
hopeful idea.
That's why I feel like the mid and post credit scenes, I
be
think
good.
that's what they're planning to hit the home run with.
Right.
Like that's why, like, because you can do it. Like I'm gonna ask the question, but like, is Robert Downey Jr. gonna be one of the mid or post credit scenes? Because here's the thing, it's not that difficult. Hey, can you show up for 2 hours? And we're just gonna show like, oh, what is this? What are we filming? And then all of a sudden it's Robert Downey Jr. and he's holding some serum, and it's like, oh, what does that mean?
Just look
credits.
Just look over your shoulder for 3 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No.
Like all you have to do is show him for 2 seconds, and then it's like, oh my god,
Yep.
he's back. You know,
the amount of money that they're paying him. His
Yeah.
contract just says film anytime. He went, I got it.
Right.
So absolutely. What if this was a kind of the movie we're expecting, and then there's a mid-credit scene with Robert Downey Jr. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Does that save it?
No, it doesn't save the movie, no, but it would get you excited. I mean, look, the next 2 films, like we said, are Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. Marvel averages 2 mid-post credit scenes every movie, so one's got to play into Thunderbolts, and the other one's got to play into Fantastic Four.
Yep.
And what better way than to show Robert? Well, but see, then you're gonna think he's in Fantastic Four, and he's probably in a mid credit scenes or like the
I'm
very
gonna-
end of Fantastic Four.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say it's too early.
Yeah.
Now I could see him in a mid credits in Fantastic Four.
But you know what? They did that with Thanos, where he was in a bunch of mid credit scenes.
And we never saw him.
And then eventually, so yeah, it's a lot to hope for sure.
Yeah.
But you could definitely do Robert Downey Jr. in a mid credit scene here, and then a mid credit scene in Fantastic Four.
I think we're kind of making the mistake of doing some over fantasy booking.
We always
here.
do.
Sure, of course.
And that's what gets us excited.
We're,
then
we're setting some sights pretty high here.
yeah.
There's also Abomination. We didn't talk about Abomination. He could make an appearance possibly.
That's true. Yeah.
Although he was in She-Hulk, so depends if that whole thing is canon
Andrew
or
wants
not.
no one from that series.
I definitely don't want Abomination from She-Hulk where he looked like a fish. No.
You know what's so funny? If I had to take one thing from the She-Hulk series or character and say I don't ever want to revisit this, it's not She-Hulk, it's not Abomination, it's his fucking son.
Well,
this
of course.
unexplained
Well, yeah.
son with like a freaking what do you call those man bun? He's like,
Yeah.
it's a,
And
what?
the CGI was just
How
horrible.
would he speak English first of all?
The CGI was like,
Oh, it was
from the 90s, I think.
This is my son. Wait, what? Hulk fucked when he was there?
He
How?
fucked a lot. He has a lot of sons.
How?
It's like, hey,
How did he?
He found some big bitch.
That's a big bitch.
Yeah.
All right. Well, any other names that you want to throw out there, guys?
I mean, there's at least some other Avenger has to be in this, like Hawkeye or some shit at the very least. That won't necessarily save it. We hope for the Hulk,
Ant-Man.
but and maybe
Paul Rudd.
finally jumps in Hulk's ass. You know,
problem is
I
with
should have
these-
done what I did. I should have done this to Thanos, but I'm gonna do it to Harrison Ford.
Yeah. Right.
Fuck you, Indiana Jones. Yeah, that's a way to defeat Red Hulk. You could eventually come back, I'm sure.
If
you
you,
know?
I mean, that could have been a selling point of the movie to Harrison Ford. He's such a fucking lunatic. Hey, so we're gonna have a guy jump in your ass
Yeah.
and expand and blow you up in a death scene. All right, fuck it.
Well,
I mean, that
that's-
works. Harrison
that's
Ford
Harrison
always wants
Ford.
to die in every movie.
He does.
He doesn't like to
I don't
play
think-
the same character.
I
He
don't
wants
think.
to die in his movies. He
Yeah.
hates his movies.
I think Red Hulk is bad, but I think as in the comics, Red Hulk ends up going good. So I think they keep him around.
I think they keep him around too, but I don't know if he's ever going to be good in the MCU. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. All right. I guess that covers Captain America: Brave New World. Hopefully it's good. Everyone, cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. Come on.
Fingers.
Yeah. All right. Now let's move to the news and rumors, aka the Hollywood hogwash. Couple trailers came out, this past week, and everyone's talking about Fantastic Four. So let's watch it together right now.
And it's just a tease. I mean, it's a minute and a half.
Yeah.
I don't know if we learn a whole lot except, well, good.
No, but they show a lot. Let's watch it.
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. Sunday at 7, on the dot, no matter what. We're all here.
Like the old school logo.
How's that sauce
Yeah.
coming? Yeah, I'll be the judge of that. Okay. Okay. Is this guy good or what?
He looks amazing.
I like
I want to add
thing,
a couple
yeah.
cloves of garlic. Not because it's not delicious. I just want to add a little bit of zip. Okay?
Also, the tower looks like Avengers Tower.
Before we went up the first time, you couldn't turn invisible. Ben wasn't a rock.
And now when I want
Fire in
alone
the world
time,
right
I just
here.
ask you to snap your fingers.
Best looking, he means.
And Johnny never caught fire.
Great
Stranger
actor.
Things.
Ben has always been a rock. Johnny is Johnny.
Hi.
And I am right here. Whatever life throws at us, we'll face it together.
He's a cloud again. Shit. Malkovich.
Yes.
Oh,
As a family.
He finally has a body, Galactus. He's no longer a fucking cloud.
Yeah. The thing looks kind of small, though. Like he was their height next to them there. I
Well,
thought the thing is bigger.
That's a Galactus thing. One of his powers, like a lot of the times you see him, he's like bigger than a planet and like he's giant celestial size. But he can,
I know that.
he
I meant
can
the
be
thing.
whatever size
I
he
meant
wants to
thing.
be. Oh yeah.
Thing like was their size.
He's
Just
usually
Rocky.
he's usually the like
I thought
everybody
he was a little bigger.
It's kind of one of those like Mandela effect things where
Yeah.
everybody thinks he's like Hulk size. He's not. He's really their size.
Oh, gotcha.
That was a great scene with him,
Like,
by
yeah,
the
there.
way. Because that was a nod to the guy that plays Thing, Eben Moss Backrack, however you pronounce
Yeah,
his
he's
name.
in,
he's in The Bear.
The Bear,
yeah. Yeah, and
it's-
he's cooking.
He's cooking. Yeah, so that was a nice nod.
But doesn't
there.
Thing
There's a
kind
lot
of
of
have more
memes.
of a voice like this? Doesn't he doesn't his voice change when he becomes a thing? Or I guess we don't know in comics because
Yeah.
there's no audio.
We'll see.
I guess in all the other movies.
Well, in this, he talked normal.
He did, that's
even
what I'm
as
saying.
the thing. Yeah. So
And what's the Baxter building? What is that significant? Like,
That's their building.
why is it Baxter?
I don't remember.
Reed Richards. Okay.
I don't remember.
yeah. But from remember in Spider-Man: Homecoming, what John Favreau? What's his name?
Happy?
Happy. He's like, yeah. Tony sold Avengers Tower, and we never found out who he sold it to. And the theory was always that they sold it to the Fantastic Four, But obviously, like, this is, this movie takes place in the 60s.
Yeah.
So, but, like, at some point, they are the Fantastic Four. They're going to be in the main MCU somehow, either an accident or there's theories that they actually are, like, from the MCU world and they're trying to get back. But, there's a lot of theories there.
It seems way more likely that they're from an alternate 1960s.
Yeah.
And they're going to make their way. Like, Galactus is going to destroy their world, and then they have to somehow flee to main MCU.
Interesting. To get help to go back to defeat Galactus.
Maybe, or maybe.
Well, can you guys help us now? Yeah, come on. Like it's one of those kind of shared time things.
It certainly wouldn't be heroic if they just bailed on their plan. They're like, yeah, he killed our planet. Everyone died. Yeah. We suck.
Well, yeah, more complicated than that. But.
Because then it's like, oh, this is the first time we're seeing the Fantastic Four and they fail. Like they can't fail in their first movie. I don't know. I don't necessarily think they kill Galactus for good, but at least, like a comic book ending, like we'll meet again, Fantastic Four.
But like, I know Doom's the ultimate more fun villain, right? Like it's like Batman defeating Joker in the first Batman, right? Like that's like, well, you're defeating the best guy. Doom's still higher than Galactus in terms of popularity, but not more powerful, right? Isn't Galactus like he's the eater of worlds?
He's like a cosmic, yeah.
But
and what I saw them drop another interesting thing recently. Apparently, they made the point that even though there's all this multiverse shit all over the place, that in the whole multiverse, there's only one Galactus. There's not like a Galactus in each.
Yeah.
Like
why is that
universe? I don't know. We'll see where they want to go with that. So maybe that's going to play into like Galactus finds a way to come to our MCU from this one.
That'd be cool.
Kind of like, that's
very
right.
curious.
Yeah. I think that's better just to keep things simple.
Right.
Now that I'm looking at this, Thing is in the background. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he's still not.
Yeah, but he'll be their height or taller, I think, if he took
maybe
a
like
up.
a foot taller.
He'll be.
That's all I meant. Yeah, a little bit.
He'll be a little bigger, but not gigantic.
Also, we didn't see any Silver Surfer yet, so we know Silver Surfer's going to be in it, and they haven't showed us any Silver Surfer. I wonder if they're going to do the same thing, because like you don't want to do that. You don't want to do the same thing as Fantastic Four sequel,
where Silver Surfer helps defeat Galactus or whatever you mean.
Well, like where Silver Surfer works for Galactus, and then eventually.
The funny thing is, Silver Surfer's a bad guy, and he kind of, you know what I mean. And like they didn't. He's so cool. Like I think the last series was like, oh, we don't want to make him bad, so we're gonna make it like he's forced to be bad, but then he helps save the day.
But the thing is, that is Norrin Radd's story arc, though. He is the Herald of Galactus, and he does turn good and eventually become a superhero.
So what about female Silver Surfer? What's her story?
I don't know.
Is she a part of this too or something?
It's only female Silver Surfer.
What is it going to have a wig on it? What do you mean it's only female?
Yeah,
you forgot
I guess
the girl from Ozark with the curly
She's
blonde
the
hair.
Silver Surfer?
Yeah,
as far as we know.
What?
No, we've known this for a long time now.
Yeah, I guess I forgot.
And then we found out that there actually is a female Silver Surfer.
So are there going to be two Silver Surfers or just the female?
Maybe, but as far as we know, it's only Julia Gardner playing Silver Surfer. Yeah, we've known for like almost a year now.
Yeah. But honestly, I'm glad we don't know. Like, don't just give us everything.
And again,
save it for the movie.
And as long as it's cool, no one's going to care. You know, as long as you do it well, no one's going to care. If she shows up and they're like, Silver Surfer's a chick, and she's like, what? Silver Surfer can't be a woman? And then that's going to suck, you know?
I think no, I don't have a ton of hope for Captain America. I do for this. The trailer looks good. The vibes feel right.
And, at some point, they got to get it right.
Yes.
They've had a few shots.
This is finally a full-on MCU Fantastic Four.
Yep.
It's the best chance we've ever had.
July 25th. It's just around the corner.
Wow.
Other things. All right, now you guys excited for dinosaurs? The dinosaur movie, the 10th, the 12th, 20th dinosaur movie. You guys excited?
Have you seen the trailer
10.
yet?
Is it not 10?
I've seen the trailer.
Is it 9?
I have too.
All right, well, let's watch it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's just like the first movie.
I'm mission specialist. Sorry, what mission?
ScarJo.
This would be a medical
Oh, look, it's
breakthrough
Infinity
that could
War.
save countless lives.
Yeah.
It comes from the largest.
Hey, look,
dinosaur on the
dinosaurs.
planet. Oh my God. Fortunately for us, all these species exist in one isolated place. Can you be ready tomorrow?
I can guarantee your safety. I mean,
Who is that
more or
actor?
less.
Where is he from?
More or
Him?
less.
No, the other guy, the one without the facial hair.
He's your guy.
We're the best at moving
That guy.
things and people in and out of places they shouldn't be.
Move up towards Barbados. Avoid government patrol.
It's Mahershala Ali, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Love that guy.
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
And then they go.
This island was the research facility for the original Jurassic Park.
We need DNA from the 3 biggest dinosaurs.
Why? Why do you need this?
Because they could cure cancer.
Right.
And then they'll cover it up.
I suppose we could try and get it from the parent, but they're a flying carnivore the size of an F-16.
Maybe we should make it quick.
These dinosaurs were too dangerous for the original park.
That's so ridiculous.
The worst of the worst were left here.
And there's a child.
Yeah. You snuck on the plane or the boat?
We put ourselves in a place we don't belong.
What the fuck is that? Now we have zombie dinosaurs?
It's a long shot.
I mean, at this point, you might as
What are
well.
those?
They're helping the mosasaur defend territory, stalk, hunt.
None of what you just said is good.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Shoot it with a gun.
Let's just be on a slow boat filled with dinosaurs.
The thing I like least about that is it's Rebirth. Like, this is the new trilogy of Jurassic Park.
Right.
First of all, I don't know why they're going back, but let's just say it's to cure cancer.
That's what they said, yeah.
Let's send 3 people.
Yeah.
Send an army. Send an army with our tanks and
but then
fucking nuke the place.
Then they'll be in the wrong hands. That's what they'll say.
Oh my God.
This has like a Skull Island feel to it, but like not a good version.
Look, I'm going to be devil's advocate here. All of the other non-Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer, zero interest, looked stupid. I'm with you on all of that. Something about this trailer though, it looks better. It looks like it's not shit to me. Like,
well, we didn't really see that much.
I don't see Scarlett Johansson making a piece of shit like that. It just, it looks scary. It looks good to me. I'm interested. I'm gonna check it out.
I don't know.
I can't defend it because I haven't seen it yet.
There's nothing new there that we haven't seen already. This is real. In all jokes aside, this is the 7th Jurassic Park movie.
Yeah.
I hear you. And if it was Dum Dum Chris Pratt coming back again, then I would say fuck this.
And every movie, they're like, look, there's dinosaurs, as if we haven't seen dinosaurs yet. Every fucking movie, it's like, look, the Brontosaurus. It's like, yeah, we've seen this. We've seen it a million. It's not special anymore.
And there was a 2 ago, the last one, they release all the captive dinosaurs in America. They just go running off, and you're just like, what happened with all that? Like, now they have to go to an island to find dinosaurs? Aren't they running all over America right now?
Because
I don't know, guys.
The first Jurassic Park, they're like, yeah, this is where we made the dinosaurs. Now this movie's like, no. Actually, we made them on this other island, and then we just flew all the dinosaurs over to the park island. Does that sound stupid enough for you?
Hey, will you get on this plane with us?
It's a research facility, they said. They didn't grow the dinosaurs.
They said this is where we first made the dinosaurs.
It was a research facility.
Why are the dinosaurs there?
Hey.
I mean, why are they there?
I don't know, Andrew. Andrew.
They made them there.
I'm sorry, I don't think it's stupid. Are we not friends anymore?
No, we're not friends anymore.
I'm sorry.
You can argue and still be friends there.
No, we're not friends, Joe.
I know.
It's over.
I know.
And it's Jurassic World.
I mean, we're still brothers. Come on. No, like, I thought they were referring to the original movie. That's where they went back to.
No. It's a different. It's
another
island. Yeah. You didn't know about this island?
Nobody
What
did.
an idiot. Yeah, no, I'm not really interested. You know, I guess we'll see it if Aaron wants to see it. Fine.
No, I'll see it. I'm not going to make you see it. I know you're going to be miserable.
Well, I mean, if
I'll go see it.
If we see it for the pot, the last one was fucking terrible. It can't be worse than this. It can't be worse than the last one.
And
There's no
it's
way.
a good movie, like theater
Yeah.
movie.
But
'Cause
like
the dinosaurs are
people
cool.
have been saying this for like many years now, where they just need to go all in on the ridiculousness. Like have the dinosaurs fight. Have Fast and Furious and Jurassic World team up. People have been saying that forever. Just do it already.
Well, I mean,
make it
of course.
ridiculous.
Of course.
Make it
right.
as ridiculous as possible.
The last one had the old cast back.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
And it was
And that
awful.
was like, oh, we're wrapping up Jurassic Park. It's over.
No. And that was all about a human clone. Like that's what that movie was about. It was like no one cares about humans and like like a human clone. Who cares?
Right.
So that also comes out in July. There's a lot of time for them to show us more, make us more interested, but definitely has that Skull Island feel where just a team has to go to an island and there's a bunch of shit that's gonna kill us.
Yes.
So we'll see. Also, moving on to some news, Senator Martin Looney of Connecticut, Looney being the key word here, recently proposed a bill that aims to require that each movie advertisement lists the scheduled start time for the movie trailers as well as the actual start time of the movie. Which, like, I think everyone would agree that's a good thing, but like this is what they're doing.
This is what they're wasting
This is
time.
our tax dollars are working on this. This is what's important. Movie start times.
Like, have you not been to a movie before? It's 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's
It's-
it. 20 to 25.
It's 20 to 25
In the
minutes.
Cinemark Bar House, an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's God. Like it's so weird if you're seeing it in the what do they call it, RPX, or at least that's what it used to be called. With Cinemark, it's called something else now. But if you're seeing it in the bigger one, that's like 25 minutes. If you're seeing it in a smaller theater where it's not the giant screen, like then that's more like 20 minutes, and then IMAX is unpredictable. Like
Didn't
that's
we
my
clock
experience.
it at 32, the last IMAX we went to together? We were like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
I mean, it was insane.
Then the lights were just out for
Yeah.
like 3 minutes. You're like, I think.
Right. So, like,
something
yeah,
wrong.
I agree with what this guy's saying, but this is not what you should be working on, Senator. You're a senator.
Yeah.
This is not what you should be working on.
Crazy.
Also, in an interview with MovieWeb, Will Forte once again expressed his frustration over Warner Brothers shelving Coyote versus Acme for a $30 million tax write-off. Forte said it's fucking bullshit. It's such a delightful movie. It deserves so much better than what it got. I can't tell you possibly why the decision was made to not release it, but it makes my blood boil. I don't want people to forget what they did to us. That being said, I appreciate them letting us make it, but don't let us make this thing we fall in love with and then not show it. I would understand if the thing sucked, but it's really good.
We have been hearing this same drumbeat over and over with this movie.
Yeah. For
So
like
weird.
a year now. And here's the thing. They did the $30 million tax write-off. I think it was for last year, maybe the year before. But does that mean like if they release it in a year or two, does that mean like the government's like, well, you
I think so.
give us the money back?
You say this is a commodity that we're going to just throw in the garbage and it cost us $30 million. To then say, oh, it's back. Yeah, it would be major.
But then they just have to be
ramifications.
like, okay, well, we have to just give you that money back, right? Government,
I'm not a CPA.
IRS.
Government.
If we pay you $30, can we release this movie now?
They didn't think they could make $30 million profit on this movie? Like,
Well, I think at the very least they thought it was going to bomb, and maybe they made half of that. And it's
if you count like all the marketing that goes into it, right? So let's just call
Yeah.
it 50, 60 million. And then it's like when you take that as a loss, it's almost like doubling it.
yeah,
You know what I mean? For tax purposes. So they were like, is it going to make 100 million? We don't think so. Then kill it. 'Cause
Right.
then it'll help our company.
yeah. So I don't know, but it's like you feel at some point someone's going to upload this fucking. Somehow it's going to get out there.
you would think so.
Put it on BitTorrent.
Can you
Pirate Bay.
Can't you sell it for a $1 million and be like, we took a loss. It cost us 30 to make. We sold it for $1 million. That's a loss. And then let the company that bought it for $1 million stream it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why can't you do that?
That seems so simple, right? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Seems so easy, but I don't know. There's also the Batgirl movie that never came out.
That sounded horrible.
Again, I've said this before. There are scenes of Michael Keaton as Batman that apparently we're never going to see. He was also cut from the Aquaman movie, so there are deleted scenes of Michael Keaton as Batman that we're never gonna see.
Why weren't
in
those
multiple
shown?
movies?
And Brendan,
You have to get a steelbook to see those?
I don't think you can even see those.
Brendan Fraser has said that it was good. Actually, I mean, maybe
The Batgirl movie, yeah.
Maybe
Oh, he was in it?
He
Maybe
was the
he's just-
villain.
He might just be towing the party line, but I mean, he
Yeah.
did say it was good.
Yeah, he's
Wait.
like, I had fun making it.
Wait, no one's gonna see this. It was amazing.
It was the best movie.
amazing.
It was like Endgame. It
Too
was that
bad. But I was back, so everybody know I was back. I'm ready to George of the Jungle, like his dad.
good. Right.
There's
Also-
a rumor that he's going to be in another Mummy remake.
Oh, God,
Or
really?
another. They'll do like, what did he do? 2 or 3?
Yeah.
They're gonna do another one.
If he hits
The Tom
gym.
Cruise one bombed. Tom Cruise one didn't
Yeah,
do
but that
well.
was Tom Cruise doing the
It was
Mummy.
Tom Cruise.
They did it serious instead.
But did it
of,
bomb?
Oh yeah,
It didn't do good.
It
They would have
bombed.
made
I think
more.
it made its money back though.
because they were going to make a whole
That's a bomb
franchise out
nowadays.
of that, and that movie killed it.
They were.
Yeah, they were going to
course.
do Mummy and
I
Dracula and
didn't hate
Frankenstein
it,
and all
but
of that
yeah,
shit.
it didn't do great.
They were going to do the whole like what is it? The Universal Monsters. They were going to do a whole franchise out
The
of
budget
that.
was 125. It grossed 409. Tom Cruise movies don't lose money.
That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
Because the whole thing was that they were going to make more of them. How did it fucking cost $80 million? That's Tom Cruise's salary.
No. The budget was 125. The budget.
Well,
And then it grossed 80 in the US, but worldwide 409.
yeah. So U.S. and Canada, it was a loss.
But if you can make that much more money and cross the whole world,
I don't know. I don't have that answer, Joe.
But for some reason, when it bombs in the U.S., even if it does well worldwide, they're like, well, it bombed in the U.S.
that's happened a lot of times.
Yeah.
Where overall the movie made money worldwide, but it did shitty here. So
like
they killed it.
that's what's going to happen with Captain America. It's not going to do great in the U.S., but worldwide it'll do well.
yeah.
Because the rest of the world just goes to the movies. They just do. People in the U.S. stopped, but they still go to the movies all the time.
Yeah.
So, moving on, Back to the Future co-creator Bob Gale recently did an interview with The Hollywood Reporter to promote the Back to the Future musical. And Gale said, people always say, well, when are you guys going to do Back to the Future 4? And we say, fuck you. You can quote me on that. And to Bob Gale, I say, thank you.
Thank you,
for
sir.
not ruining another thing from my childhood by selling out and making a sequel that's going to suck shit. Because like we've learned, 99% of these sequels that you make suck shit.
Especially when it's been 30 years or
It is-
20,
Yeah.
whatever it's been.
fucking insane that in today's world of remakes and reboots that hasn't been
I know.
done yet.
Like there's not many people with, that are like Bob Gale that, they're like, yeah, I don't want to sell out. We're doing the musical and the musical's going good. I'd like to see it someday, but yeah, I'm glad they're not doing that.
A Back to the
He's
Future,
the creator?
A Back to the Future musical? Really?
Sure.
Marty, don't fuck your mom. Don't fuck your mom. Really?
That sounds great. That sounds hilarious, Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, like a musical's a whole different thing. Like I have no problem I don't have to go see it, right? But if you make
Yeah.
a musical out of they tried Spider-Man, didn't go very well.
No, because all those people died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All those Spider-Men
He's
died.
supposed to save people. But so yeah, just again, thanks Bob Gale for not selling out there. We don't need another Back to the Future. Just go watch the old ones.
Yes.
That's all you got to do. Oh, my kids, go show them the movie.
Yeah.
Go show them the movie. Yeah, he tries to fuck his mom, but he doesn't. All right? And then he stops the rapist.
The pitch meeting for that might be the best one.
Well, and then what's the name with the comedian? Oh God, what's his name? The skinny guy. He was a writer for SNL.
Oh, John Mulaney.
Yeah, John Mulaney's whole bit on Back to the
it's
Future
fantastic.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Last thing I have is Marion Cotillard, right?
Yeah.
She played Talia al
Inception.
Ghul in The Dark Knight Rises. She recently did an interview with France TV, and they asked her about her infamous death scene from the movie.
Yeah.
She said, I couldn't find the right position. I was stressed. Sometimes it happens. We screw something up, and I screwed up. So she admitted it, 13
great.
years later. She did an interview back in 2016 where she was like, why did they choose that take? but it was probably a situation where like that was the best one.
And I'm gonna be honest, I've never watched someone die.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how it goes. I mean, I have no idea.
No,
I just don't.
Seems unlikely.
All we see in movies where someone's like, you know what I mean? And they kill over. Like, maybe it's not that dramatic. Maybe just go,
Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
she. Yeah. So I don't know. At
her
least,
head
she's,
goes,
at least she's finally owning up to it.
yeah, there you go.
But yeah, what do you got, Aaron?
Yeah, I got some stuff. Let me start with something topical. We're reviewing Invincible on Patreon right now.
Yeah.
Invincible season 3, currently #1 on Prime Video.
Sure.
As
What
it
else do they
should
have?
be. As it should be. J.K. Simmons also said he's already started work for season 4. So they're not wasting any time there.
Good.
Hopefully we won't have a long wait. And then some new movie stuff coming out. I don't think it's any secret I'm a Ke-Huy Quan fan. I've been pumping up his new action movie that came out this weekend. Probably see that later this week.
Okay.
He's got another movie. There was another action movie he's got coming out next year, but now another one he's signed on for. I love the fucking idea of this. The movie is there's a woman that's trying to escape a serial killer, and it's told from the perspective of the serial killer's dog. And you just know where this is heading. He's going to voice the dog.
Sure.
So there's going to be a serial killer chasing this woman, and he's going to be this dog like, oh no, the knife's in her head. Oh, that's horrible.
Do you think
that sounds amazing?
It's got to be a comedy?
Yeah, you would think.
Probably like a black comedy kind of thing. Yeah.
Right.
That
By the
sounds
way,
fucking amazing.
Speaking of Love Hurts, on the last podcast, we talked about how, like, you know, the critics hated it.
Yes.
It has an 18% critic score, but a 64% audience score.
Yes.
So,
And I'm not worried about that because some of my favorite low budget action movies are like right around 70%. So I'm not too worried about that.
right.
I'm still going to see it for myself, and
Yeah.
I'll let you guys know next week.
All right.
Cool.
Let's see, what else did I have? Oh, there was another new movie I was going to tell you guys about. This one's more of kind of like it's kind of like a revenge spy kind of movie. Mm-hmm. It's going to star Rami Malek. It's coming out in April 11th. It's called The Amateur. And I like where they're going with this. The trailer's out now. It's got Bernthal in it, Lawrence Fishburne,
Nice.
Rachel Brosnahan, who's in the Superman movie, I think. She's Lois, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So I think it's like a guy that's in the CIA. He's like a nerdy kind of computer dude, and his wife gets killed by, you know, some villains or mafia people or whatever. And you think like, okay, so he's going to go train to get revenge and everything. But he realizes like, I'm a pussy. I'm a nerd. I can't kill these people.
Yeah.
So he like figures out like smart trap ways to get revenge and like kill these guys.
Nice.
It sounds like an interesting take on a revenge movie.
Sure.
So I'm gonna check that out.
I haven't seen that many Rami Malek movies. Like, I've seen Bohemian Rhapsody. Obviously, he has a small part in Oppenheimer, but I never watched Mr. Robot.
No.
Me neither. No, I haven't.
That's
seen,
where he got famous.
I've seen the the Queen movie where he plays Freddie
Bohemian
Mercury.
Rhapsody, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but that's about it. So
He was funny on SNL, so like I'm like, he's a pretty good actor. I just haven't. Speaking of Superman, have either of you seen Superman and Lois, the TV series?
No.
It gets a lot of good reviews.
I've heard a lot of good stuff about.
Yeah,
this.
even IMDb is like a 7.8, and it's hard to get anything close to a 10 on here.
Where does that air?
CW
Prime?
CW?
Max.
Seasons 1 through 4 are on Max.
But, like, is that where it originally aired, or was it CW?
No, it was a CW show, which would make me go, nah. But I'm telling you right now,
I can't watch a CW show.
I know, it's just...
I mean, look, there's plenty of people that love CW shows, so maybe those are the people that loved it.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
But
I'm thinking about giving it a shot. Need to pick up a new show soon.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know.
Anything else?
That's all I had for now.
All right. That's all for news and rumors. Instead of like movie recommendation of the week, I thought we would just talk about like what we're currently watching. Like, no spoilers if it's something current, unless you're talking about something old. But speaking of, we were talking about how Jurassic World looks like Skull Island. Recently rewatched Skull Island.
Nice.
And it still holds up. It's still my favorite monster movie ever. You have Samuel L. Jackson as the villain. He's amazing. Loki and Captain Marvel are both in it. They're like they're serviceable, you know, like they're
Yeah.
good enough. But then you have the real star, John C. Reilly's character.
Amazing.
It's just amazing. The guy that's been there for 30 years since the end of World War II. He's just so good in it. And Kong is just awesome. The action scenes and him killing everyone is just, it's the best monster movie ever.
And they don't make it so much about like the girl in Beauty Killed the Beast. Like he protects her, but he's not like, I want to fuck this doll as much as the other movies are. You know what I mean?
And he doesn't kill her because she helps him. Like, you know what I mean? Like he knows who the good humans are and who the assholes are.
It was one of those out of nowhere movies where there'll be a franchise where every other movie was just mediocre or shit.
Yeah.
But just this one, like all the Godzilla movies were meh.
And that was
all of the other Kong movies were meh.
This was the first one. And then at the mid-credit scene was like, no, look, this world doesn't belong to us. There's other monsters. And they show Godzilla like, oh my God, if this movie is it wasn't an indication of anything. No.
Unfortunately.
Like, and that movie was serious. And then they just went full camp, which is like, okay, that's fine. But you don't make this super serious action movie and then you go full camp after that and it's cartoony bullshit.
Because Godzilla was campy, but those movies were like campy Batman. Those were what the 50s and 60s were all about.
Yeah.
You made campy shows. Now you've got the technology to make these amazing movies.
Yeah.
Make them.
But then the first two Godzilla movies were super serious. They were still boring for the most part.
Right.
But then they went from that to like, all right, now they're just the Avengers.
I will never understand how Godzilla X Kong and Skull Island are in the same universe.
Cinematic universe.
It's insane.
Makes no sense.
Yeah. I've also been watching Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the new cartoon on Disney Plus.
Was that what was on downstairs?
Yeah.
And
I've only watched the first 3 episodes. I know that there's 5 out right now. It's good. It's slow. Like, there's no main villain yet after 3 episodes. He's fighting people, but I don't want to really say much. I mean, you know who's in it. We've talked about that, how Norman Osborn is in it.
Right.
And he's in the show, but like, so far, he's not the villain.
Yeah.
I assume at some point he does become a villain.
Of course.
You know, like right now he's acting like he's a good guy. But it's interesting because this is like the MCU Tom Holland. Like this is how he got his powers.
that's what they're going with.
Yes. So it's a little interesting. There's a couple moments where it's like he experienced that because you find out how he got bit by a spider and all that. And then it doesn't completely work with later in the MCU.
Oh.
I'll just say that.
Yeah,
like not 100%. Unless he gets unless they Men in Black flash his brain at some point. He forgets all of this.
When he met Norman Osborn, what's his face? Spider-Man?
Yeah.
He didn't know who Norman Osborn was.
No.
So that's what makes it maybe a little...
That's one of the things, for
Did
sure.
Feige say this is Tom Holland? Specifically?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It definitely is. So, and then I also just rewatched Thor: Love and Thunder last night.
Yeah.
With the family.
You like that one?
It's a good family movie. Like it's like a kids movie. It really is. It's just like a good kids movie. And there are some like, I mean, when they go to Omnipotent City and Russell Crowe that's
Zeus.
a great scene.
It's funny.
But like he's like orgy, and thankfully my son didn't ask what does orgy mean. Maybe he knows.
You're
But,
not invited to the orgy.
But it's this kids movie, and then they're talking about orgy, and then like one pet peeve, just because they're like, well, it's a Marvel movie, and we have to make this for the adults too. They say shit like 10 times in the movie, and it's so not needed.
Not needed, yeah.
Like they walk into Omnipotent City, and they're like, shit. And then later she's like, oh shit. And it's just like, yeah, let's put shit in it because shit's cool, man. It's just like, you don't need to
So what is
say
it, PG-13?
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like every other Marvel movie for the most part, right? But
Right.
no, I know Thor: Love and Thunder got a lot of hate, but I still like it. It's still a good movie to me. So what have you guys been watching lately?
I saw the rebooted Scream. I think there's been 2 out now, right?
God, I think there's been a lot.
Rebooted.
They rebooted the Scream franchise, but they put the original
At least
stars
2.
back
At least
in
2,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I think there's
The last one did not have
in 2022 they put out Scream. Then they put out in 2023 Scream 6. So technically this was Scream 5, but they just called it Scream.
Yeah.
The problem, okay, as a slasher film, we were like, we want a dumb slasher film
Yeah.
that's 90 minutes because we got to go to bed in 90 minutes, right?
Right.
So we put this on. It was fine, right? I didn't go, I just wasted 90 minutes of my life. I was like, okay, it was fine. Courtney Cox is in it. Nev Campbell's in it. Dewey, played by WCW champion David Arquette. Yeah. And like there was some, Huey's in it from The Boys. Quaid.
Oh, Jack Quaid.
Jack Quaid.
Yeah.
So the actors are good and they're good at acting. And there's some surprises as there always is in these movies. You know, people, I mean, it's been since 2022, but I won't spoil it. But like, you know, certain people die, but you're like, oh shit, I didn't think he would die, right?
Right.
So like you're watching it like that. So it was serviceable. But you know, the Scream movies, right? Like the first ever one, which came out
99?
96.
96. Oh my God.
It was
contained.
No, like self-aware.
Self-aware.
Like
Yeah,
they're like,
of course.
In horror movies, this happens.
That was what's his name's character, the nerdy guy, the
Randy.
Well,
No.
the actor, I mean.
Oh.
What's his name?
Damn it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Jamie Kennedy.
Yeah, and then Matthew Lillard, Lillard, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Shaggy. But what I was gonna say is this one was like Inception level. Because they're talking about horror movies within the horror movies that were made based on the horror movie that they did, right?
That was-
so remember by Scream 3, I think
They're making movies
they're
about
making
it.
movies about what happened in their town.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, there's rules. That movie changed the rule, but no, it didn't, right?
Yeah.
So this movie talks about how they said, oh, there's a fifth stab out, and this is the fifth Scream. Mm-hmm. But the fifth one's always the worst one. Like they say that in the movie.
Right.
And you're like, all right. You know, so there's too much of that for me. But again, for an 89-minute slasher film, sure.
Yeah, I was never a big Scream fan. I did see the first 3, but
Right.
they were like, it was always like I saw it because someone else wanted to see it.
Yeah.
You know, I was never into it. It was just a little too corny for me.
I'm not sure I've ever saw 4.
I did not see 4. I have not seen anything after Scream 3. And then Scream 6, which came out in 2023, Nev Campbell didn't even do it because they had a contract dispute. She was like, I want more money. You know, these shitty movies make $1 billion.
Right. She's the main star.
And they're like, well, it'll
Courtney
make-
Cox is like, I'll do it.
Yeah, and they're like, well, it'll make all that money with or without you. And now they have Jenna Ortega and all that shit.
She was in the second one again, yeah.
Yeah, so.
I
They're
saw
going to
that.
keep making more Scream movies, that's for sure.
Right.
Aaron?
I've been watching a couple things. I'm working through the last season of Cobra Kai right now. I'm not sure if either of you guys have watched any of it.
I have not.
A little bit of season 1.
I know Josh loves it.
The concept of the show was great. They turned the original movie kind of on its head and kind of did a role reversal thing. It started great, but I think the show's just kind of gone on too long. They're kind of
what season is it?
season 6.
That's a lot.
It's the final season, but yeah, they're kind of retelling some stories. They're retreading. They're kind of using some few too many tropes and cliches and stuff. It's still good. It's still good, but it needs to end. It's time. And then the other thing, last night, family movie time, we showed my son the original Ghostbusters for the first time. That shit holds up.
Yeah.
It really does. It's funny. Like every time Bill Murray, it's like, Egon, and then drops the book right next to his head on the table. Hilarious.
What do you think of the blowjob scene?
Well, see, that's the thing. That's the thing. I thought about that when we were going to show this to him, and I thought back to my childhood. I didn't realize as a child he was getting sucked off by a ghost.
Well, of course not.
So I was like,
Wait
it's
a
fine.
minute. I don't even know I remember that. What part was that?
Oh, yeah. Dan Aykroyd, he's having a dream, and in his dream, there's like a hot ghost floating above him, and then she disappears, and his pants start unzipping, and then it's like his eyes cross. And when I was a kid, I was like,
That's his bust face.
exactly.
He basically did that.
Busted ghost.
Busting ghosts.
Yeah, so thankfully that one went over his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, right.
Yeah,
I mean,
but no, great movie. He said he loved it. I was real happy about that.
nice. That's awesome. All right, now let's do some fan questions. Leprechondom says, I predict the Thunderbolts will make more money than than Captain America 4 in its theatrical run.
I disagree. Even if it's bad, it's still Captain America.
I would disagree. I mean, like worldwide for sure, Captain America.
I disagree, but I do agree that Thunderbolts will be the better movie.
It might be. It might be. Bill Capri, we still don't know really who the villain is for Thunderbolts, right? Or do we know and it's just someone like I've never heard of?
Well, it almost sounds like Julia Louis-Dreyfus, like maybe she's going to be the villain.
No, she's the one who puts them together, right?
Well, right, but isn't the plot of the thing like they all get sent on the same job and they realize they were set up? Like, isn't it her setting them up or something?
Oh, yeah, it says the Sentry's going to be. Because there's that scene in the trailer where it's like, who's that guy?
Right, but how's he going to be the antagonist for street-level, non-powered
Because
people?
he's mentally ill and he's crazy, remember? Just like
right.
Chat GPT said.
I don't know, we'll see.
I guess it's going to be them fighting him, and then eventually he'll be like, no, I'm good.
It's like you can't have Bucky fighting Superman. I don't know. We'll see about that.
Yeah.
Bill Capri, can we talk about Anthony Mackie saying Captain America shouldn't represent America? He said that, and then he got shit for it, and he took it back, basically. So, I don't know.
He's just trying to, like, look, we're going to make $1 billion worldwide. So, yeah, like, I get saying that. Everybody calm the fuck down. He's not a Nazi.
Right.
So stupid.
And then, do you think a part of this movie is releasing because of all the sunk cost? They should have taken the WB route. Oh, and just
crushed it.
Just another tax write-off. I mean, no, look.
They can't, though. It's in lineage. It's like,
exactly.
I think they've maybe built up enough hope and buzz with Downey and the Doomsday thing that maybe people that wouldn't have otherwise gone to see this, maybe now they're going to go see this and be like, okay, what's the mid-credits going to be? What are we going to see here?
Also, Marvel's not going bankrupt like Warner Brothers, or Disney's not going bankrupt like Warner Brothers. They're not they're not struggling financially. So
correct.
And this movie's still going to make hundreds of millions of dollars. So. Pop Culture Junkie, Red Hulk can only do so much for this film. Mackie is not a leading man and can't carry a Marvel film, so this will be underwhelming at the box office for all the obvious reasons, not to mention his terrible job at promoting the film in recent interviews. Jurassic World Rebirth seems pointless, and the dark scenes to cover the shitty CGI looked bad in the trailer. I'm willing to give Fantastic Four a chance out of the 3.
Looks like I'm on an island with the Jurassic World movie.
I just
look, and
I can't trust them. They haven't made a good movie in a long time.
And there is a very real chance I'm totally wrong and it's dog shit. But I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah.
I'm the monster guy. It's just the last couple have just been so stupid that I agree with you. Like, look, maybe we restart, go back to our basics. It's a horror movie. And if it has that feel, cool. And to see it in a big screen, it's kind of fun.
And I think my point for that is Skull Island. Like, from that universe they were building, they made Godzilla. It was
right.
And then Skull Island out of nowhere was amazing. So you never know.
Yep.
Joey Cage, guys, I got a bad feeling about this Captain America being no better than a 6 out of 10, right? From what we've been hearing with reshoots and shit being cut, no way it could swerve us and be amazing. And I'm a huge fan of Anthony Mackie, and I do want this movie to be great, so can you just hit the button for me? Yeah, you got it.
You fucking mark!
But again, like 6 out of 10, like that would be acceptable. I mean, let's be real for a minute.
Well, that's why he's saying no better than a 6 out of 10.
But like most Marvel movies are 6 out of 10. Like on average, they're 6 out of 10.
I think it's closer to 8.
I think that's aiming a little low.
Yeah.
Because you kind of... You love Endgame.
Yeah.
You love some isolated movies, but the rest of them you're not a huge fan of. I like most of them.
Iron Man 1.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
2 and 3. Blah.
2's okay. 3's garbage.
2 is garbage as well.
All right.
It really is.
Okay.
Nothing happens in that movie.
Okay.
Thor 1 and 2, not good.
You're right.
3 and 4, really good. Good. Spider-Man Homecoming, great. Far From Home, serviceable. Like, that's you know what I mean? No Way Home, I guess we could argue about. I just, that was not for me.
I think it's higher than a 6.
Not for me.
All the Spider-Man and all that?
Not for me.
Ant-Man was good. Doctor Strange was good.
Ant-Man serviceable. Strange serviceable. Those are not 9 out of 10 movies.
No, of course not. But
yeah. So it's like, they go up and down.
Yeah, they were more on this. You've only named, Captain Marvel's over here. Trying to think. Oh, the original Avengers is definitely higher.
Eternals.
All right, over here.
The Three Guardians, good movies. Black Widow.
Guardians 1, 2, and 3.
Black Widow,
Yes.
aside from a couple of jokes.
I would put it in the middle.
Like
Put
what?
it as a bad. It was
Not
better than
bad.
like. It was
It's
better
like-
than the bad.
No,
ones.
it's like a 5 or a 6. Like
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Most MCU movies. Shang-Chi in the average.
yeah.
I thought Winter Soldier was really good.
Oh,
Winter
Captain
Soldier
America
is a
1,
good
I
one.
liked a lot. I know you don't. Captain America 2, Captain America 3, we're all on the good list. I don't know. There's a lot more.
Ant-Man
on
and the Wasp. Ant-Man 3. Get the fuck out of here.
Ant-Man 3 is on the bad list.
Yeah.
Ant-Man and the Wasp is probably on the bad list. So it was
Black
okay.
Panthers. Those are like 5. Those are like 5 and 6s. They're
The
like
first
serviceable.
one was not great.
Great. That CGI fight at the end was just a cartoon. It was like the worst CGI ever.
Yeah, I mean, again,
So, I
we
mean,
still got
like-
a lot on this list, but okay. Like if these are all on my like 8, 9, or 10. These are close to 2. You know, if you really say how bad these really are,
Yeah.
maybe you're right. Maybe the average gets pulled down because you're averaging a 1 with a 9. Well, that's a 4.5.
Yeah.
I get it. You might be right.
I don't know.
I'd say it's closer to 7, 7.5, but yeah,
Sure. I'll
I'll allow it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm Raj. I saw a theory online for Fantastic Four and how they'll integrate into the others. When Reed is writing on the blackboard, the image on the far left is showing a diagram of jumping between universes through a wormhole. Apparently in the comics, he did achieve this and met other Reeds and set up the Council of Reeds.
Yep.
I wouldn't count on that, though. They've done so much multiverse shit. I don't see multiple Reeds being in this movie, but we'll see. There's definitely some fan theories there. The other theory was that they are from Earth 616, main universe, and he's trying to figure out how to get back in this film. Yeah, I saw that one as well. So we'll see. The Rizzler, I couldn't give 2 fucks about new Captain America. Superhero fatigue is real. Hollywood keeps spitting out the same old shit. Past few years, I can only think of a handful of movies with original concepts that stood out. Inception, I mean, that's not even the past few years. That's 15 years ago, Inception. Inception was 2010.
That's not a superhero movie.
No, he just means movies.
Original ideas. Yeah.
The Grand Budapest Hotel, The Martian, Bad Times at the El Royale, The Big Short,
Yes.
Pacific Rim. I never saw Pacific Rim. I know Aaron liked it a
He
lot.
put that on the good
great.
list.
Yeah. And then Interstellar, all somewhat fresh new stories.
Yeah.
I mean, certainly, that's what I've been saying the past 5 years. There's not many original movies that come out anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. The problem is the heart went out of a lot of these superhero movies. Like we used to
Yeah.
really care about these, and they kind of became these soulless money making things.
Right.
Robertson Patman. I hope to see Abomination, who needs to redeem himself from She-Hulk. It's now or never to give us Hulk versus Red Hulk, and I hate that Marvel drags their feet with the Hulk. Also, are you guys playing Marvel Rivals? I played a little bit of it with my son. It's okay.
My son.
It's not a game that I'm going to play like by myself. You know what I mean? Like it's all just like it's all just button mashing and like it's all just protect the convoy. And I don't care about that shit. You know?
Yeah.
Escort missions.
Yeah. Amir, what the fuck was that thing? I guess he didn't like thing. Also, new Lois Lane got some bazookas. All right. Well, there you go.
Okay.
She's got tits.
Gotta respectfully disagree. Thing looks comic accurate.
He looks
Yeah, he
right.
looks awesome.
Looks great.
Omar, I wasn't really planning on watching Captain America, but then I heard the trailer mention adamantium, and I was like, oh boy. Now I gotta watch this. Plus, AMC Popcorn Shield Bucket looks badass. Titty fuck. He gives it 1 titty fuck.
One
Wow.
titty fuck. That's good.
Well, if you're gonna buy the popcorn bucket, Omar, then yeah, I think you're pretty excited for this. They do look cool, but that's with the popcorn buckets. What are you gonna do with it after you get it? After you leave the theater?
I mean, you display it somewhere.
Yeah, I guess.
It's on a bookshelf.
But it's a popcorn
somewhere.
bucket.
I know.
How cool. At the end of the day, unless it somehow doesn't look like a popcorn bucket, you know, where you can be like, no, it's something else. it's a flower vase or like, you know what I mean? Like then maybe, but
that's why I thought about getting the Ghostbusters one that was like the ghost trap. And it's like, well, that doesn't look like
it doesn't look like a popcorn
That looks
bucket.
like the Ghostbusters trap.
Yeah.
But
Unfortunately, like the one exception,
like $80.
Yeah, the one exception was the Wolverine one where you could fuck it. Like that was the exception because that would be fun.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. All right, that's all
That
for
would be fun.
Yeah. That's all for fan questions. So make sure you subscribe, follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Hollywood Hog Pod. Become a supporter of the show. Watch season 3 of Invincible with us at patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. And we'll see you next week for Captain America: Brave New World Order.
Cross them. Cross them.
Here's open.
Cross them.
Cross everything. We should probably cross dicks too.
Cross the streams.